The funny thing is, once you implement this, you're going to have time not only for your friends, your family, your hobbies, etc., but you're also going to see that you're getting much more done. I was able to grow my business year after year by 50% for several years just by applying this methodology consistently to my life. Hi, my name is Gert. I'm the founder of SEOleverage.com, an SEO agency where we do things a little bit different than usually agencies do. We have developed our own framework and a book about this framework because it works so well. And you can imagine that working consistently with 30 to 50 clients, it's going to be a really busy day every single day of my life. So I had to find something that just really works to get more organized and just get a lot more done. I'm the founder of SEOleverage.com. We're an agency where we help site owners like you get more traffic, leads and sales from organic traffic in Google. How about getting some more of this for your project? Head over to SEOleverage.com and find out. Thanks to the methodology I'm going to show you in this video, I haven't only been growing my agency 50% year after year for several years now, but I also have time for my family, for my friends, for my woodworking. I'm learning to surf skate and a lot of other things. I actually started out as a freelancer like many of you probably also did, and the funny thing was that once I started to note down everything I had to do and got it out of my head, out of my system, I could really relax and sleep again. Can you relate to this feeling when you're awake at night and think of everything you need to do the next day in order to make sure that you don't forget anything? This got completely solved by using a method called GTD, getting things done. You want to check this out if you're in a similar situation. The problem with GTD for me was that this requires quite a bit of effort to rearrange tasks all the time and plan them, etc. Assign the time, how many tasks can you do each day, due dates and things like those come together with my clients. So it got like really hard until I figured out must be an easier way. And then suddenly it really came to me through a forum over at superfastbusiness.com and specifically a guest on their podcast I'm going to link up in the show notes here. So here's what this guest talked about. He said his agenda, his calendar looked really busy. But he wasn't busy all the time, he was just really organized. And he said pretty much literally, I think, whatever he wants to do goes on the calendar. And he automatically is going to be forced to find a slot in his agenda to do this. So if you want to do some woodworking, put it on the schedule. I should probably clean my car. I need to put it on the schedule. If I want some off time and just watch what our fish is doing, it should get on schedule. So here are now the 3 steps you need to take in order to switch from your task list into your calendar. Step number 1, open up a Google Calendar and block out the time you really want to dedicate to the things that matter most in life. When do you want to be with your kids? When you want to be with your partner? When do you want to go after your hobbies, work out, care for your health, etc. Or sometimes maybe just take a rest. Block out all this time, and I do recommend blocking some focus time every day, maybe at least half an hour in the morning, just for you, just to work whatever you feel most inspired to work on. Step number 2, now that you've blocked out everything that matters most to you, pull over all those tasks you have on your task list and arrange them somewhere into your calendar, trying to make sure that you assign the space it's going to take in terms of time. Is it half an hour? Is it 3 hours? Assign it to those tasks so you already know how long they're going to take. Step number 3, rearrange them so they are divided over a couple or probably a few weeks until all those little spaces are filled in your calendar, so you can make sure that on the one hand you get your work done efficiently, and on the other hand you still have time for your most efficient tasks. There is a bonus tip here, and which something I really like because it just goes hand in hand with the way we work here at SEOleverage.com. We have a lot of projects I want to revise every week, every 2 days, every couple of weeks, etc. And you can configure those recurring events, and this just really makes sense because automatically if we create a new project in and I want to make sure I revise this a couple of times every week, I can schedule this in and it automatically occupies some space in my calendar, which also means that I can't take on 50 new projects at once because there are not going to be any spaces left. So recurring events really can make sure that you do plan your resources well in advance. And even if someone wants to talk to me next month, at the end of next month, I'm already going to know, based on the recurring things I need to do, how much time I got left. And then I can combine this with a calendar like Calendly or OneHub or different calendar systems that automatically only allow my clients to book those times that are still available in my Google Calendar. Now that you have a little bit of an idea how this works, I would really love to get your comments down below. What do you think about it? Do you think this can work in your business, in your life? Do you think this is going to be more efficient or raising any issues? Let me know down below. So here you have it. Moving forward, you're going to be very, very efficient because first of all, you're going to have blocked out everything you need for you and your family and your own time, but you're also going to make sure that all those tasks that you had on endless lists, you probably never really work through anyway, those are arranged on the different days in your calendar and occupy a space that's realistic to them and where you actually can have a feeling of satisfaction at the end of the day, because you just work through your calendar and make sure you don't rearrange too much in terms of priority. Better think a little bit about before something goes on the calendar. If it's really important, do you really need to put it on there? And if it is, then it is going to sit somewhere and you're going to just work through it, and this way efficiently get a lot of work done.